Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to dive into the story of the Lao American community, who we are, where we came from, and the journey that brought us to America. So for those who might not know, Laos is a small country in Southeast Asia, bordered by Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia. It's made up of several different ethnic groups, each with its own culture, heritage, language, and traditions. This includes the Lao, Hmong, Mien, Khmer, and others, each bringing a unique richness to Lao culture. Now, how did all these groups come to America? To understand this, we need to look back at the 1960s and 70s, during the time of the Vietnam War. While the war in Vietnam was wildly covered, another war was taking place next door in Laos.
What started off as a small program to train the Laotian army turned into a full-scale secret bombing campaign. This campaign would become known as the Secret War, and the largest discrete operation ever conducted by the CIA. The goal of the operation was to destroy the North Vietnamese supply routes along the Ho Chi Minh Trail and repel the strong communist forces operating in Laos.
A covert US operation aimed at halting the spread of communism in Southeast Asia. During this time, Laos faced intense internal conflict. The monarchy was struggling against communist forces, known as the Pate Lao, who eventually gained power in 1975.
The communist forces, who were collectively known as the Pathet Lao, were led by a member of the royal family, the half-brother of the king. The Lao royal family was an ally of the United States. They sought to protect capitalism and to defend the monarchy. But one of their princes went rogue and was now leading the army that sought to overthrow the monarchy and to establish a communist state. The Pathet Lao had momentum. They had rapidly been gaining terrain. The people could feel it in the air. Very soon, something big would happen. The Pathet Lao was an ally of the North Vietnamese. They were united in their struggle against the French, and in 1954, they won. France agreed to withdraw from the region, and they transferred their remaining powers to the Lao royal government. This wasn't a democratic decision. Many opposition groups strongly disagreed with this solution, and they now turned their opposition against the royal government. This led to the Laotian Civil War.
With support from North Vietnam, the Pate Lao took control, turning Laos into a communist state and forcing many people who feared persecution to leave.
These are Laos's newest refugees being evacuated just before the communists moved in. The most tragic victims of the seesaw, not-so-secret war in Laos are the refugees. The official estimate is that about 1 out of every 4 Laos has been a refugee, more than 600,000 of them. Some have been refugees more than once. Laos has the most displaced national population in the world.
This is the transit station for new refugees. Actually, this is a police detention center, but it has been made use of to house all newcomers from all the different districts of Nong Khai. The Laotians, the Hmong, and all other ethnic tribes of Laos are detained here for an average of 10 days. Right now, we have over 1,250 new refugees housed in this area.
These camps became temporary homes for years as families waited and hoped for the chance to start over somewhere safe. In the late 70s and 80s, the United States welcomed many of these families as refugees. The Lao, Hmong, Mien, and other groups began arriving in cities across the country: California, Minnesota, Texas, and more, bringing with them resilience, culture, and determination to build a new life. Even though it wasn't easy, these communities have worked hard to preserve their heritage. Lao Americans and our Hmong, Mien, and other Lao Diaspora communities continue to honor our language, celebrate our traditions, and share our stories through festivals, food, and cultural events. We each have unique aspects of our heritage, but together, we're bound by shared experiences of resilience and survival. Today, we're doctors, teachers, artists, and business owners, contributing to the diverse fabric of America while holding tight to the traditions of our ancestors. I hope this video gives you a glimpse into our shared history and maybe even a little pride for our journey as Lao, Hmong, Mien, and the wider Southeast Asian diaspora. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more stories.